What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Cordell the Drastic Waits. Today is Saturday, July 8th, 2023. Here to talk to you guys about the Damien Lillard NBA trade coming up for the 2023-2024 season. Um, a lot of stuff has happened since the NBA draft. We're just starting Summer League. Victor Wembanyama played his first game as of Friday night. Um, we also had a lot of free agency moves that happened in the last week, starting off this month, and a lot of resigning. James Harden is up there, out there for a trade as well. So a lot of things are shaking right now in the NBA. But right now, the main important talk that a lot of the big news guys like ESPN is debating about is where Damian Lillard should land, what's the best packaging offers, best teams, things in that scenario. And just my thoughts on the situation has been some of the stuff put out there upon assets getting back from Portland has been ridiculous. They just had the draft. They didn't make a move the day of the draft about 2 to 3 weeks ago. So right now, since the NBA draft, Portland is trying to put out as much or receive back as much from Damian Lillard upon what the big time news media people are putting out, really increasing the value potentially of Damian Lillard's trade stock. And right now, the offers that was put out there wasn't as lucrative, to my opinion. One option I think that floated out there last week was potentially if the Celtics will want to trade Jalen Brown from the issues that might have been going on in Boston for the last couple of seasons. So I do think that would be a great addition because I think Jalen Brown could play a little bit of that three spot, not so much as have to be at the guard. But for me, with the talent that Portland is acquiring, um, this could be an option. I think this might be one of the best landing places for him. Another situation, and we could get into all the other players that will be involved with this. Of course, a lot of draft picks. But if I'm Portland and I'm looking for a deal, I'm trying to get as many first round picks from a team so where they probably won't even be drafting again in the first round in the 2020s again. Like if they actually get a draft pick again, it won't be until either 28 or 29 if they get one of them. So I'm trying to get a player back, a value player that could potentially become a star for trading for Damian Lillard. And I'm trying to sleep and get a whole bunch of like about 4 or 5 first round picks, period. And maybe if you get a 4 first round picks, a decent player, a pretty solid player, you might even get a second round pick in there. So I think that's the deal that Portland should be focused on, unless they're going to get a Jalen Brown from Boston. A couple other scenarios will be maybe Obi Toppins. I know he didn't went wild out there in New York with Tom Thibodeau. So I think with him, could you get um, 4 or 5 first round picks from New York and Obi Toppins along with RJ Barrett? So these are the scenarios that I'm kind of thinking when we talk about dollar wise. That's Dame Dollar, right? How does it match up? And when I look at contracts being put out there, how much Damien's making, close to 60 mil, it's like you got to get all these draft picks acquired along with a decent player. That's what I said. Jalen Brown, along with several draft picks from Boston, including maybe another. That starts to really get the trade talks scratched, and along with a second round pick coming up next year, other things like that. Coming out west, and I know that Miami was talked about that. I don't think Miami was really that great. I think that's probably one of the worst offers for Tyler Hero. I'm not really. I mean, Tyler Hero will have to play at your two guard. I don't. He would have to be. So um, coming out west, uh, Carl Anthony Towns. You know, could you get Conley and Towns some draft picks? Put them with Ant Man. You know, put him Rudy Gobert and Ant-Man. So if I'm Portland, it has to be something worthwhile. I know Clippers is put out there with other players like that. That's kind of tough. I wouldn't necessarily go down that route. But what would it take? What would Golden State give up to get Lillard there to put him with Curry? And let's say you add, does Clay get traded then? You know, obviously you will get CP3 then, but could you get as many assets that you need um, from Golden State? So for me, is I really like the Carl Anthony Towns move. I really like the Boston move, and another one would be maybe Obi Toppins and RJ Barrett, 5 first round picks. I'm getting the 2024, 25, 26. You know what I'm saying? 27, 28. They'll be lucky to get one. I'll give them 28. I'm taking 29. You know what I'm saying? I'm rolling like that on them. So, and then I'm still trying to get a second round pick out of this. You know what I'm saying? Anybody else on top of that. So that's my theory on the Damian Lillard trade. Thank you all. Enjoy the summer league. I'm looking for the NBA season to start, and hopefully we can have a decision to see where Damian Lillard might start off his season. If it's not starting off in Portland, the beginning of the season, but that's something I highly doubt. Um, and I'm as well looking for James Harden to possibly get traded. I don't think those two things work out with that. And they even said they wouldn't trade him for Maxi. So it's craziness out there. They're trying to play Dame Dollar like he's a sucker, like he ain't worth it. But yeah, there you have it. I'm your boy Cordero Drastic Weights. Thank you all, and have a wonderful day.